Manchester United 4, Cska Moscow 1. Sam here, live match review after a phenomenal away performance in Europe. The best performance since we've had that 5-0 away against Leverkusen under David Moyes. Man United away in Europe, it's been pretty poor in the last few years, but that was one of the most convincing wins you'll ever see. How you can even argue that a 4-1 defeat, the goalkeeper of the team that lost 4-1 was arguably man of the match, really underpins how good Manchester United were tonight against Cska Moscow. Romelu Lukaku got us off to the best possible start. Anthony Martial firing in a cross. Lukaku making no mistake. Then Martial ice cool from the penalty spot in Moscow, 2-0. Who comes up with the third? Lukaku with his second in the game. 10 goals in 9 starts for Manchester United at the start of his Manchester United career. Phenomenal start. And then Mkhitaryan made it 4-0. But Darmian had a gilt-edged chance. Blind had opportunities. Lukaku had at least 2 more chances to score. Blind could have scored. Everybody could have scored. It could have finished 7-8-9-1 tonight. But it finished 4-1 Man United. That's 4 against Swansea, 4 against West Ham, 4 against Everton, 4 against Burton, 4 away to Cska in Moscow. And it's not even October yet. Man United are in fucking red hot form this season. And tonight you saw again the best of Lukaku. Cracking header goal to get it started with. There at the right time with the second goal. Great movement throughout the whole game. But even at 4-0 up, he was back at left back making tackles. Lukaku's intensity was there. Man United's intensity was there. And in the comments there, I'm saying Lukaku, can we consider him the new Van Nistelrooy? And the reason I'm saying that is just because of how clinical and how confident I am now that Lukaku's going to score. It felt like a matter of time before he was going to get his hat-trick tonight. I think he's going to be disappointed he didn't get his first hat-trick in the Man United shirt, but he can't be disappointed with his overall performance. And neither can Anthony Martial, who was nothing short of sensational. Went off with a limp, and I hope to God that's nothing more than precautionary, because we've waited some time for Martial to really refine his confidence. And so many people had question marks about whether Mourinho's treatment of Martial was too harsh, or whether the man management was correct for somebody so young. Look at his performances in the last few weeks and tell me that that man management has not worked out absolutely perfectly. Martial was superb. Mkhitaryan was fantastic. He could have had more. Martial got 2 assists to his name. I think 6 out of the last 7 goals that Man United have scored, Martial's either scored or got an assist. And tonight we saw Martial and Lukaku up front in a 3-5-2 for the first time. And it fucking worked. We saw Lindelof playing alongside Smalling and Baye. I don't think our defence was too good tonight, and Cska got their deserved goal at the end? I'm not sure De Gea just let it in because he felt bad for them. But just Man United, and this is without Paul Pogba, this is without Marcus Rashford, this is without Juan Mata. Just Man United's squad at the moment is just looking so red hot everywhere. There's hardly a weakness now. I thought left back was the weakness, and yes, it probably was the weakness again tonight, but Man United is just so good going forward at the moment that it doesn't really matter, because we're hardly defending at any point, and when we are, De Gea is there normally to sweep up 9 out of 10 shots. I just can't believe that tonight, I really expected tonight to be a gritty, tough away performance in Europe. Let's not forget, that 2 years ago we played that same team, Cska in Moscow, underneath Louis van Gaal. It was Anthony Martial who saved us that night when he scored at about 65th minute in that game. Tonight, 1-0 up within 3-4 minutes, 2-0 up within 20 minutes. Game was completely done by half-time. And this was not supposed to be an easy game. I said it before the match. This was our hardest away game in the Champions League group stages. And we've absolutely blitzed Moscow off the pitch. They never lost by more than 2 goals, I don't think, at home in a Champions League game. That record's now out the window. It was 4-1, but it genuinely could have been 5, 6, 7, 8-1. Let's read a few of your comments out here. De Gea felt sorry for them, so we let them score 1 maybe. Tony Martial, man of the match, but De Gea was also superb. Who was your man of the match? Let me know in the comments now, and I'll read out a few of your suggestions. But other contenders, Matic, he didn't play that well tonight, not in comparison to the likes of Martial. Tonight was all about the attackers and all about the attacking movement. Just United was sexy. And United, again, It's the one reason I'm getting so hyped about Man United right now. 2-0, we didn't stop. 3-0, we didn't stop. 4-0, we kept going for it. We go for the jugular. We got the killer instinct back. Got that against Swansea. Got that against Everton. Got it against Burton, and got it against West Ham. Man United 5 times, I think, this season now, we've scored 4 goals. The killer instinct really is there. And that's something we haven't seen, for me, in quite a few years, because we've always seemed to try and get 1 goal, sit back, hold on to it. That's not what we're doing at the moment. Loads of comments coming through. Lukaku 10 in 9. Martial says Sam. Martial says Michael. And Martial says Romario. Martial says has it ball. Everybody seems to be loving Tony. And he did go off with a limp. Fingers crossed it's nothing too bad. Prince saying Herrera was all over. Herrera did play well tonight. As I said, tonight was all about the attackers and all about those goals. Because we could have scored 6, 7 goals, 8 goals. Akinfeev, they weren't even like simple, straightforward saves. They were brilliant saves he made. Francis there saying, Tony, man of the match. Sucks to have Sisimov come off due to injury. Fingers crossed it was nothing too much. Martial, man of the match, says Sam. James Benison saying the second goal always gives us confidence for more. And that second goal is definitely a crucial thing for Manchester United. We are getting it and we're building on it. And we're pumping teams. And it's great to see United doing that. We've got Crystal Palace up next. The only team in England's top 5 divisions who haven't scored a goal this season. And they don't have Benteke. The worst time for them to come to Old Trafford. The perfect time for Manchester United to play. And it was a complete team performance tonight. People moving into defence, helping the defence, not losing the intensity when we went 3-0 up. Yes, we probably could have held on to that clean sheet, but the 1 goal doesn't matter. Man United absolutely stormed it tonight. Kay saying we should give Lindelof some credit. Martial, man of the match, for real. 8-0 against Palace, says Football TV. Let me know your Palace predictions in the comments now. But if you're pumping 4-1 away at Moscow, a tough trip during the week, what can you do at home at Old Trafford in front of 70,000 fans against a team who are rock bottom of the Premier League and haven't scored a goal this season? Don't be so happy. This match was very easy. Don't judge, says Khalid. As I said, going into this game, this was the hardest away game we had in the Champions League group stage, and we blitzed it. I think there's definitely a reason you can get hyped for this. And someone there saying give credit to Akinfeev. I absolutely have. I don't know how he only scored 4 in that game. He was outstanding. But Man United were more outstanding. And tonight we cruised to our best away performance since that 5-0 against Leverkusen back in 2013. Loved it from Man United. Hope we continue it against Palace at the weekend. 5-0 says Prince. 6-0 says Prakesh. Dad says 3-0. Everybody's confident. Absolutely you should be, because United playing like that, we can beat anybody. Definitely Crystal Palace. Fingers crossed we do that at the weekend. If you're new to the channel, as always, hit that subscribe button below me. Leave a comment. We'll reply to as many as possible. Until next time, take it easy. 4-1 United on fire.